In the economic downturn caused by COVID-19, some families have been left with no choice but to move into a motel. If you or someone you know is in that situation, legal experts say there is still eviction protection available. Problem solver Shelby Brown reports.
Falling behind in rent right before the pandemic led to the eviction of this man's family. He asked not to show his face, but spoke about the rough road they've endured. From there, they moved into a local motel, renting a room for more than 6 months. The man says he paid more than what was due to stay ahead some months, but recently fell behind again. He says he never expected to make a $500 payment one day, and the next, hear this.
He told me 30 minutes, you can't just set me outside because we already have legal documents saying that you cannot just throw me outside the same day that you come and tell me that I'm evicted.
With nowhere to go and not much time to gather belongings, he says it crushed him to break the news.
That hurts when you got to go and tell your wife or your significant other, we got to go right now.
Attorney Palmer Heenan says the family was illegally locked out of the motel, a disturbing trend his agency is seeing.
Do you go to the streets? Do you go to a shelter? And very often these things happen in the course of 24 hours. The landlord will show up and they'll say, hey, you got to be out.
Families living in hotels or motels for 90 days or more should know that they are protected from illegal lockouts. The owner must go through the legal eviction process and cannot diminish essential services.
So if your landlord is threatening to have the heat turned off or the electricity turned off or the water turned off, those are essential services. And your landlord cannot do that. It is illegal for your landlord to do so. And there is a lawsuit that you can file against your landlord, which is called a petition for relief from unlawful exclusion.
Stop doing that to people. That's not good. You sit, then they wonder why the crime rate is so high, because you kicking people out of their homes.
If your landlord attempts to kick you out without taking you to court, Heenan says there are steps you can take. There's an online unlawful eviction toolkit. You can get more information on that at valegalAid.org. You can also call 1-866-LEGL-AID. That number again, 1-866-LEGL-AID. Working for you in Eastern Henrico, Shelby Brown, CBS 6 News.